Sponsored by the Mike Morris Law Firm. 855 Mike Wins. Jason Carr Live starts now.
Good morning to you. Welcome to Hump Day Wednesday. We're only 2.5 days or 2 3/4 days away from the weekend.
We're almost there.
Almost there. We're getting there. Getting you off to a start this morning with nostalgia on our brains. And that means a salute to Wonderland Mall. Yes. Do you remember Wonderland Mall? Opened in August of 1959. Had Winkleman's and Kinney Shoes and Singer Sewing Center, Hughes and Hatcher. The iconic sign.
And then I found this picture from way back when.
Okay, now stay on that picture for a minute. You see there on the right, there's like a walkway.
Yeah.
And another one on the left and the other side. Between those poles where the signs are for the various stores like Woolworth or whatever, there would be like clothing racks sort of out, like a turn,
yeah.
Like a turnstile kind of thing.
Try and bring
They'd have them out on the sidewalk in front of certain stores. Well, this actually happened when I was a kid, young enough that I still needed to hold my mom's hand. I remember this because it made an impression on me. I kept letting go of her hand. I was probably 3, 4, something like that. And she thought, well, the best way to teach me a lesson is let me wander off while keeping an eye on me, of course. So she let me get lost, air quotes. But I was in view the entire time, and I freaked out. I thought I'd lost her, and here I am amid all these clothing racks, and that happened right in that. What would you call that? A courtyard?
Well, it was an outdoor mall before it was enclosed. That's terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, she let me flail for In my mind, it was like 20 minutes, but in actuality, it was probably like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
But
we were talking a little bit about this yesterday, and I was saying how I remember that first time they came over the PA system and started calling me to get to the front desk. That was.
You're at Kresge? No, you're not old enough. Kmart, maybe. Meyer, perhaps. Where did this happen?
That happened at an art van, I believe. Yeah.
And you wandered off at Art Van and
it's such a big store. You start looking at things and.
So anyway, we bring up Wonderland Mall because TV's Ken, you've seen him pop up as the guy beneath the stairs like Chris Elliott on Letterman. He's sitting right here. I can see him right here. He published this big reminiscence of Wonderland Mall.
Yes.
Oh, now here he comes.
Here he is.
I came from the stairs. So the stairs are over there when I popped up. Yeah, we're just, Dave over here, we talk about when we grew up in the Livonia, Redford, Dearborn Heights area. And even our parents, a lot of memories at Wonderland, even them being kids or bringing their kids there. It's been closed for 14 years now. But,
so clickondetroit.com is where you go.
Yes, and you can submit your memories.
Memories.
Just reminisce a little.
On clickondetroit.com, as soon as this is over, don't leave us yet. Go reminisce about Wonderland Mall. Hey, the iPhone the other day turned 10 years old.
10 years old?
10 years old. Wow. It was revolutionary. In fact, there were 2 competing designs. There was one that was kind of a click wheel deal with the touchscreen, and then the one that actually came to be. But there was in-house competition between 2 competing designers. I kind of wish
there was one generation with that click wheel. I remember that original iPod, and it was an incredible one. But what was funny about this was the commercial that was the original commercial that they got it all wrong.
I got my iPhone right here.
Hello.
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 I remember this.
Hello.
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 Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Barney.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Bonjour.
Hi. Yellow. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yo. Hello. 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 Hello.
There it is.
That's it. But they anticipated that we'd be making phone calls on it, and that simply wasn't the case.
No phone calls?
No, that's not what we're using them for anymore.
I'm going to call you on the air right now.
Okay.
FM radio is dead. Well, in a manner of speaking, in Norway,
In Norway.
traditional analog FM radio, the kind that you get with a transistor radio with the antenna, like the old school radio, they're getting rid of it. They're killing it.
It's done.
Done.
Now, I was looking up, I was trying to find out if they still have AM in Norway. But
Did you succeed in finding that out?
I did not succeed in finding that out. But yeah, they're moving to the digital broadcasting, and they basically said that the main reason Norway is the first because the Norwegian landscape has deep fjords and high mountains and scattered communities.
The fjords of Norway.
Of course. And this makes it particularly expensive to operate Norwegian FM networks compared to other countries. But critics say the switch could leave 2 million cars without radio access, which would be a safety hazard.
Wow, look at that cat.
Yeah.
Enjoying some quality feline tunage. If you haven't seen the Norwegian tsunami movie called The Wave regarding the fjords and the mountains and stuff, it is incredible.
The Wave. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, write that down.
Okay.
It's subtitled, but after 5 minutes you don't even care because the characters are so believable and so well acted, and the effect is great, or the effects are great. And what happens after this wave comes through? It comes down from the mountains, from like an avalanche kind of thing, and it rolls through the town. One of the best movies of the year. What's up with this lazy cat video?
Yeah, this was pretty great. Let's take a quick look at it.
You ready, Mo?
It just gives up. That's it.
You ready, Mo?
Now, I have another cat video that I found that was on the front page of Reddit, and here's take a look at this,
boy.
the gracefulness of this cat.
Wow.
It's an apex predator, and that's, well.
So apparently I'm being told that if people are watching this holding their phone sideways,
Yeah.
that the live bug covers up my face or something. I'm like, okay, then
Does it?
I don't know.
We're looking into that. I don't know about that, though.
Anyway, majestic leopard at precisely 3 a.m. on January 15th, 2016, basically almost exactly a year ago, a leopard snapped a selfie in Mumbai by triggering an infrared motion sensor.
It's
Guy had the
beautiful.
camera set up, ready to go, and this is like a village.
Yeah.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, there were people like sleeping in those lean-tos and houses and huts and whatnot, and this leopard is creeping around through the alleyways.
Yeah, this neighborhood is right on the outskirts of a national park, and it's not uncommon for leopards to go exploring in the neighborhood at night. So he had to have all of his strobe flashes set up and tied to this infrared sensor. But, I mean, you can imagine that the leopard heard the click of the shutter and just started staring directly in that direction, and it's just a great photo.
That is cool. A new study shows that puppies respond to baby talk, but full-grown dogs are completely apathetic to your, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? You want a treat? You want a treat?
They don't care.
Adult dogs don't give a damn about your, who's a good boy? Want to go outside? Want to go outside? No. They don't care, TVs can. The puppies do.
The puppies, they hear it. They hear the high pitch and they get excited. But as far as full-grown dogs, they're not having it.
Oh, I see what she's saying. See that? The
Oh, it's
live-
covering my head.
No, it's my head.
Oh,
Go
the
back.
live button.
The live button that Facebook's.
Oh, okay. So maybe we just need to
Oh.
zoom out a little.
Or you could tilt up. Look at all these puppies. Doll, who's a good girl? Did you take that from that run of the collection of good-looking dog pictures that's on the internet today?
I did not see
Oh,
that one.
okay.
No, I just grabbed random ones. Now,
We can-
I found some video that's pretty amazing. I'm still working on these archive projects, but this one is on that same "Go for it" or "We're for it" campaign.
We're for the city of wheels. We're for the automobiles. We're for a dance in the street. Things you can eat, no speed.
You know, oh, look at that. That was Lou Whitaker and I think Aurelio Rodriguez. Hey, Ernie. Jack Morris kicks and deals.
And for pitching a tent in the woods. We're for catching your dinner, for picking a winner. Yes, we're for the book and the brain, and for seeing your kids go to Wayne.
Cut by a man from Petoskey. This is a long promo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I found a whole series of them. I've got like 4 or 5 of them now, so
Okay.
I'm starting to collect the promos.
Excellent.
Yeah.
During that entire promo, I was being heckled by Rod Maloney and Jason Colthorpe.
Wonderland
Right
Mall,
here.
huh?
Wonderland Mall. Do you have any memories?
Yeah, when they were taking it down with a bulldozer.
Only. Do you remember the Mai Kai Theater? Probably not.
No. No.
The wrong Jason was summoned. Let's play with this camera shot a little bit.
Yeah.
The
Do I need to
live.
go higher?
Now, if you call it up full, doesn't make a difference, does it? Oh, I see what happens. If you take it out of your news feed.
Okay. Yep.
Gotcha. Tweaking. Always tweaking. Shower beer. A Swedish brewery has designed a beer specifically meant to be drunk in the shower, Jason.
Did you hear this? This is a shower beer, specifically made just for drinking in the shower.
The beer I drink in the shower works just fine.
Yeah, but look at that alcohol content. 10%
Yeah.
alcohol by volume. Pang Pang Brewery created a pale ale that's meant to gulp in 3 sips. Well, a gulp and a sip are not the same thing.
No, they're not. But that's what he said. But maybe that's the translation barrier.
Hot shower and an ice cold beer. This actually trended on, I guess, Twitter or Instagram at some point as hashtag shower beer.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at those, though, and that looks like a glass bottle.
It does.
You're not supposed to
Glass
take glass
bottle
in the shower.
shower?
Like,
Nah.
that's yeah.
Well, on that same note, there's something called Dirty Man Face. 2016 saw some pretty unusual men's grooming trends, but 2017 is set to be even more unusual. Models at London Fashion Week's Top Man show were sporting a decidedly weird look, basically fake dirt, like dirty face.
And greasy hair. That's the idea, is to make it look like you've been working all day and clubbing all night. But it only reminds me of one thing, and that's the Derelict campaign.
Yep.
I don't know. That's all I think of is like,
We just talked about this.
yeah,
Because there's-
all the
there-
things that it predicted, and here we are. Mm-hmm. Apparently, Fashion Week is taking notes from Zoolander.
Oil in the hair to create a faux greasy look, dark eyeshadow, and dirt. Due to severe winds, around 35,000 people in southeast Michigan are without power. DTE Energy said the Ann Arbor area was hit the hardest. And at 3:30 a.m., a DTE Energy employee who was guarding a wire that had come down in the storm was robbed at gunpoint on Howell Street on Detroit's west side.
Isn't that sad? Yeah.
He's guarding a live wire and he gets robbed at gunpoint.
Yeah, trying to keep pets away from it, kids, make sure everyone stays safe, and robbed at gunpoint. So that is, that's pretty sad. Now I have something else here that I
Oh, you have bonus content.
receive. Take a look, because we haven't taken a look at this in a while. They're
Oh.
still doing fine.
Eagle Cam
Yep.
from
Yep.
Pritchett Real Estate.
This thing is getting big too. It's been almost a week since we've watched Oh, Ken is involved. Ken was telling me that he doesn't.
How much longer are we going to watch these eagles? You know, I don't understand. I mean,
Months.
it's an eagle.
Until he leaves.
Forever?
Look at that.
How long do eagles live? How long can we possibly? stalk
Eagles
these
live
eagles?
for about 8 to 9 years.
Somebody
and
out
it
there-
takes 3 months for them to leave the nest.
Also, when did these eagles finally figure out that humans are surveilling them? They're like the Truman Show. And then they revolt and just fly away and never come back. There are times that eagle looks at the camera and I get a little nervous. That's all I'm saying.
Why aren't you looking at the Wonderland content? Why are you looking at Eagle Cam? Can we see Wonderland one more time?
Yeah.
Once again, shameless plug for the webheads. Wonderland Mall, originally named Wonderland Center, 74-acre site, opened in 1959. It was an outdoor mall originally, because I remember that. I remember walking that plaza as a young boy. What is that there on the wall? Is that a drugstore there? Yep, it sure is. Woolworths. What else is in there? So anyway, we are asking you to go to clickondetroit.com and share your Wonderland stories. Good enough?
Yeah, that sounds good.
That sounds great. Live of the hour, or live at the top of the hour, live in the D with myself, Chuck, and Tati. We'll see you on the TV.
Stay classy, Detroit.